Welcome to my channel. Today we are diving into the core foundations of our country, the rights and responsibilities of Canadian citizenship. Section 1. Sources of law. To understand Canada today, we have to look at where our laws come from. Our legal system stems from three main pillars. First, our historical origins. Canadian laws belong to an 800-year-old tradition of ordered liberty. This dates all the way back to the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215 in England. Second, our legal traditions. Canada beautifully combines British common law, France's civil code, laws passed by Parliament and provincial legislatures, and our own unwritten constitution. And third, habeas corpus. This is our historic inherited right from English common law to challenge any unlawful detention by the state. Section 2. The Constitution Act, a major turning point, came with the Constitution Act of 1982, which officially entrenched the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The Charter famously opens with these words: "Whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law." If you look at the historic photograph on the top right of your screen, you can see Queen Elizabeth II proclaiming the amended Constitution in Ottawa back in 1982, right alongside Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Section 3, Fundamental Freedoms. Now, let's briefly look at the 4 fundamental freedoms guaranteed to every single person legally living in Canada, whether you are a citizen or a permanent resident. Freedom of conscience and religion, meaning you have the right to practice any religion or no religion at all. Freedom of expression, which protects your thoughts, beliefs, opinions, and the freedom of the press. Freedom of peaceful assembly, and freedom of association, allowing you to belong to any group or organization. Section 4. Key rights. Beyond those freedoms, the Charter guarantees key rights that shape our identity. Mobility rights. Any Canadian citizen or permanent resident has the absolute right to live and work anywhere in Canada, enter or leave the country freely, and apply for a passport. Aboriginal people's rights. These are firmly cemented rights that cannot be negatively affected by any other charter rights or treaties. Official language rights. This guarantees equal status for French and English in Parliament and throughout the federal government. And finally, multiculturalism, a core trait of our identity that celebrates diversity, pluralism, and harmony. Section 5, quiz transition. Ready to see what you remembered? Let's jump into 5 quick questions to test your knowledge. Graphic on screen, the 5 questions. What year was the Magna Carta, also known as the Great Charter of Freedoms, signed in England? A. 1867, B. 1982, C. 1215, D. 1763. Which of the following is considered one of the fundamental freedoms under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms? A. Right to vote. B. Right to bear arms. C. Right to a passport. D. Freedom of peaceful assembly from. Which legal tradition does the right of habeas corpus, the right to challenge unlawful detention by the state, come from? A. Civil Code of France. B. English common law. C. Aboriginal people's treaties. D. The Canadian Constitution in. What year was the Constitution of Canada amended to entrench the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms? A. 1867, B. 1982, C. 1931, D. 2000, according to mobility rights in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Which statement is true? A. Canadians can only work in the province where they were born. B. Canadians need a visa to move to another province. C. Canadians cannot leave the country. D, Canadians can live and work anywhere they choose in Canada. Now, I am going to step away and leave you alone to practice these 5 questions on your own. Take your time, read through them as often as you like, and you will find the answers waiting for you at the very end of the video. Good luck. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hager Media, Hagher Media, for more educational resources. We'll see you in the next video.